Hello, great and wonderful friends around the world. This is your friend, aka Optimist Amechi, a peaceful life person. I am here once again to express my gratitude and always, as usual, to tell you more about the community which I've decided to stay put with, and that is the community of TBC. So, in this brief presentation, I'm going to just use few minutes to really, you know, help you to understand what I am doing in TBC and the reason why I choose to be here. Okay, it is often there is often a need for one to, define what he or she is doing and remain steady with it. So I have chosen to stay in TBC, and the reason may be far or not that far-fetched. It may be or not far-fetched because so many people don't know why I have chosen to do what I'm doing, because there have been so many opportunities here and there that people are throwing onto me. I mean, do this, try this, you also look at this, you also look at that, and on and on and on and on. But one thing they often fail to realize is that in life, okay, in life, you just need to define your purpose, okay? Just like you have the need to stay put with something you are doing, maybe in your business, it could be in your marriage, it could be in your service to God, it could be in whatever thing you are doing. You don't have to be in everything for it to work. Okay? So get known for doing something and get known for a particular thing. When it comes to a business that I'm choosing to do, you know, I may not look at TBC as a business, but there are businesses surrounding it. And that is what I choose to get myself focused on in terms of what I do to make ends meet, what I do, at least what I've chosen to be known for. I have been involved with many other opportunities, some still functioning, some have collapsed. And judging from my experience in the past, I choose not to, you know, get myself overly worried in what is not working for me. It may actually be working for others, but there are so many. I don't need to mention any name, but the only one I'm mentioning the name of now is TBC. The reason is that TBC is actually working for me. TBC has shown me that there is need for us to remain committed in what we are doing. And that because of it, that is why I'm here. And I'll be sharing my screen now for us to really, you know, get the feel of what it is, for us to get the feel of the reason why I have chosen to remain put in TBC community. I love TBC community because for the past 4 years and some months now, okay, precisely, this is October, November, December, January, February, March. Just about 5 months now to make it 5 years that TBC has been in existence. And I've seen so many things, so many interesting things happen in the community. But the issue is that many people are talking about TBC is really just because they don't fully spend time to understudy or, you know, to understand what is actually happening in the community. Just like I said, you must be known for one thing. If not, you will just become like a fly. You'll be jumping from one opportunity to the other. Yes, we want to make money, quite all right. But we cannot be one size fits all. You can't be here and be there and then tell ourselves that we are actually making it. You cannot be here and there and at the same time giving you 100% focus. Okay? I defined what I do. Okay? As a family man, I am committed to my family. I do my best to make sure that I put food on the table for my family. I have other relations who depend on me. And I have others who also are happy knowing that they have me. And that being the case, I need to remain focused. Okay? My services to my creator, I am a Christian and I am committed to the particular faith, to the particular religious beliefs, which those people who know me actually know me that Amechi does not go about interfacing. Okay? But for the fact that you belong to a particular religious organization doesn't mean that you don't need to mingle with others. But when it comes to the issue of religion, the issue of your faith and what you believe, you are free. God who created us make us to have, we are free moral agents. And that is why we have so many things we are doing together, even though we have different beliefs. I always like to compare the situation like this. Okay? In a particular bus, maybe you are going from a particular place, one place to the other. And in that bus, you're going to have Christians, you have Muslims, you have Buddhists, you have idol worshippers, you have all sorts of people in there. Okay? For the fact that you have diverse religious beliefs or ideas doesn't mean that it's going to affect your movement. It's when you get to your area, when you get to your destination, you calm down. And for the fact that you have various religious beliefs doesn't disturb anything. So it doesn't stop you from, interacting with each other. You have common business goals, which even though you have different religious beliefs, and that is one thing I appreciate so much about TBC. Here in TBC, your religion, your beliefs, everything is put one-sided. Nobody's going to tell you, hey, because of this, if you are not this, no. But so many people, they are attaching religious feelings about emotions and all the rest. But if you really understand what we are doing here, we are building an economy from ground up. And some people also, they used to look at TBC as one of those things that can just be here after a while and it goes. But for the past 4 years and now, just about 5 months now for it to be 55 good years of TBC existence, so many of those fly overnight businesses have come and gone. And so many people who have been in TBC, some of them at a point could not even put up with what they are seeing in TBC because they are looking at TBC as a quick way of making money and things of that nature. But TBC is building something of great value from ground up. So many people don't have the patience to wait. So many people don't actually want to see what is happening. So many people are just after, hey, I want to earn, but nobody wants to learn. But may I tell you that for you to succeed in TBC, you must learn how to learn. You must be patient. You must be committed. You must try to see what is happening. In TBC, it is good. Yes, we make money here, but it's not about making money. Okay? In TBC, you have so many opportunities. In TBC, you have to have heart of gold. You don't need to just look at the expenses. No. Look at what you're expected to do instead of what you're expected to get. What you get actually comes to you in TBC. And we are getting and even growing much better and bigger. And you can just think about it. So in TBC community, we have reasons why those who actually try to understand what it is all about, they don't go about, doing so many things that gets them confused. They don't go about getting others disturbed. They rather choose to focus on what they're doing. I have seen a situation whereby some people are really asking, why do you have to keep on doing this? Come, I have this idea. Come, there's this business. Come, there is that. Come, there. The same people who are running here and there, most of them don't have one single thing to stay put, at least to show that, yes, this is what I have to show you for running here and there. Okay? I'm not condemning any other business that people may be doing. I don't condemn it. But the problem that these people are having is that they are easily carried away from one to the other one. But the reason why I'm saying this is that I've been in that area. I've been in that situation. And I've discovered that having seen something of great like TBC, it does not make sense for me to start jumping here and there again because when I start doing that, what it will simply show is that I don't yet understand what I'm doing. But to show that I've really come to understand what I'm doing, I've seen what it means to be committed. I have seen people in TBC, even there are those who are used. Yeah, let me say there are those who have come up with great innovations in TBC and their leadership actually helped me to pick up. But you see, there is one thing, the difference between saying things and actually doing things. Okay? And one of them actually said something that really touched me. He said, even if you are leaving an opportunity, leave it because you want to leave it, not because you cannot make money from it. Leave it because you just want to leave it, not because you cannot succeed like others. Because that same opportunity that you are running away from, that you are saying you are tired of, there are others who are there conveniently and comfortably making enough money to take good care of themselves. Okay? There are different ways of making money. There are money in different opportunities here and there. But one thing that people mistake, the one grave mistake they do is that they run into too many things. They jump from here to there. In fact, they are jumpers. And jumping doesn't actually, you know, jumping will just keep you jumping. You jump from one to the other and then from another to another. And I have always told people this, okay? If you are introducing somebody into TBC, don't sugarcoat anything. Let them see that what you are giving them is an opportunity that you need to work for. Okay? TBC is not an investment platform. TBC is a community being built. Okay? We are building TBC to become something of real value. And don't take TBC that it is one of those things that you just put your money and before you know the money start multiplying. Actually, in TBC, you get more than what you can ever think of, but it requires patience. You need patience. And whenever we talk about this, anything you are doing and you see people talking bad about it, it's just because they lack the vision. Okay? But those who really understand the vision are actually busy doing it. It's just like you are married and the people are, hey, I cannot stay with this type of man. I cannot manage this type of woman. You cannot because you are not the husband, not the wife. Okay? Focus on your own and try to make your own work. Stop jumping here and there. Okay? Let people appreciate what they have. And as a form of advice, I want to let people know that whatever you decide to do, give it your best. Okay? When you give whatever you think you are doing your best and remain focused, you definitely make something out of it. You see, TBC is not the only opportunity that people can do and get going in life, but I see bigger opportunity in TBC. And that is why ever since I said yes to TBC community, in fact, even if I've tried to do other things, it's just a kind of when I'm yet to understand what TBC really is. But the moment I come to realize what it is and see others who are committed, I see that those who are running here and there, they are just making some grievous mistakes. Not because, just like as it is with TBC, they may go out and tell you, hey, this TBC is this, TBC is that, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. How do you expect me? Me. You see, all sorts of different statements that people are making. And you cannot just fix everything together because they actually don't know what they are doing. They are filled, they are driven by quick mentality syndrome, quick mentality gratification. They want it now or never. But I'm telling you guys, if you have been in TBC, I must say that you have reason why you need to do what you're doing. And if you have enough reason to do what you're doing, don't get yourself distracted because when you are busy, you will actually see that don't give up. Something great will come to you. And in all this, I cannot forget the type of the person sitting at the helm of a fair in TBC community. Talking about TBC admin. TBC admin is one person that I am learning a whole lot from. And it only takes like mind to see what is happening in the community. Okay? You are coming up with something of great value. You are coming up with something that the type has never been done before. Why not try as much as you can to exercise the needed patience and to see what is happening? The admin spends time, spends money, and people go about saying that TBC is a scam. But look at what TBC is busy doing around the world. Okay? Look at hundreds of thousands of dollars that the TBC administration keeps on pouring out just to make sure that these communities stand. But still, some who are short-sighted, they never see anything good. And that keeps them jumping from one end to the other. So, folks, I must tell you I am not regretting being in TBC. Don't go about talking about me negatively. Don't go about talking about me that I am blindfolded. No. Try to see what you are doing. Even if you are doing any other thing, try to see the good in what you are doing. Don't go about bad mouthing whatever it is you're doing. And the reason why I say this is that I feel like, helping every other person to understand what I'm doing. So before I continue, let's just shake a body a little bit by dancing to our great tone in TBC community. So here it is.
TBC anthem, TBC anthem. What? TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, TBC, TBC. What? The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion. TBC, 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 TBC. Welcome to the TBC community, designed to free humanity of poverty. Is a clarion call, rise and fall. It's for the poor and not the poor. Come and spend my digital money. Get your cookies, read your Kringles. We in millions, we had a billion. Get your cookies, read your Kringles. We in millions, we had a billion. TBC, TBC.
We are the billions. We are the billionaires there in TBC. So now, look at our wallets. This is how TBC wallet looks like. And some people still don't understand what they have. Some people are just busy saying that you just have all the figures, big figures in your wallet without making any use of it. But it's not so. It's all lies. What you have in your wallet is something that actually means much value. Because if it doesn't have the value, what you are seeing here will not be. Okay? What you are seeing here will not be. So if you don't know, try to know. If you don't understand, try to understand. Okay? Try to find out and discover the reason behind what TBC is doing. I keep on saying it that when you don't know, you don't just know. And for you not to remain in that status of not knowing, why not try to get to know what you don't know? Okay? Try to understand. Look at TBC is presently busy building merchant base. Building a merchant base that is going to be the largest cryptocurrency merchant listing, over 6,000 and growing by 100 on a daily basis. TBC, for those who don't understand it, may I tell you that TBC, you don't have to go about exchanging before you can spend TBC. No. You don't go about exchanging before you can spend TBC. Here, by the time this merchant location or base is actually built, all you need to do is you can actually just type address of a merchant. You try the city, you type the state, province, and the country, and you see a whole lot of countries in TBC, a whole lot of people who are accepting TBC. You see, with what you see happening in the community, it will only take few more, a short while for people to actually say, oh, they never really know that this is what TBC is having in mind for them. They never know that this is actually what TBC is coming up with. So many features about TBC is what many people don't know yet because they are just after, they want to eat as if they're going to die tomorrow. No, give TBC that time. Give it that patience needed to have it built. In case you are still doubtful of how lawful TBC is, you can come here on public notice. Okay? When you click on the public notice, you'll be taken to a whole lot of articles that you can see and actually understand what TBC mission statement is. For Kringle Society mission statement, you have everything. Article of association, okay? Public notice. You just make sure you come here, read, and get everything that you need to know about TBC so that you understand what is happening. Okay? People are just, still having that idea that if you want to hide anything for a black man, put it in writing. And I see it working somehow because many people are not ready to read. And because of that, they are not learning. Please spend your time, come here, read, and understand what TBC mission really is. Okay? All these things are not for joke. Then when you click here, if you have created an account, you can actually log in. And here, when you come here and you click, you will see what TBC has been doing for people around the world, especially the less privileged ones around the world. And still, people are not understanding it. How I wish that people can just open their eyes and see what I'm seeing in TBC community. Even if you feel that someone offended you, please don't remain with that annoyance because you will be doing yourself a great, disservice. Why not try to see and come to understand what it is happening or what is happening in TBC community? Because whether or not you choose to know, it doesn't stop TBC from moving. Okay? TBC is getting better and better by the day. Those who left TBC, if you come back, you will find out that so many things have changed. TBC is working towards putting smiles on so many faces, those who are ready, even those who had never contributed a dime to TBC today because of their condition, because they are less privileged. They are benefiting from what TBC has to offer. And that's just a preview of what TBC is all about because TBC is here to put an end to unnecessary suffering, to put an end, at least to reach out to humanity and help them to understand what abundance really is. Yes, TBC is not going to replace God's kingdom. Fine and good. But for now, we are working in various areas, even in our life, to make things easier and better for us. So can't we just open our eyes and exercise the needed patience and help people to know that in TBC community, there are so many interesting things happening there. And you joining and contributing to make it work, you discover that every dime that you contributed to make TBC work is not going to go in vain. Okay? Every cent you spend in making TBC to work is not going to go in vain. Okay? TBC has been built in a way that while you are busy, working to make sure that this thing stands, you are also making extra income. There are ways that you learn so many important things, important features in TBC. TBC is a private digital money, but people want it public by all means, but that is never going to happen. So be patient enough. While you are building TBC, you can even be making enough, more than enough, to support yourself. All you need to do is go and talk to people, help them to understand what we are doing here. As it stands now, TBC needs not just fund, need people. Okay? In the other way around, TBC need not just people, but they also need fund. But if you can actually understand and see the clear handwriting on the wall, please go and get people into TBC. Help them to understand the various capacities they can actually join. You can join with startup program. You can join for free. Okay? You can join with 4 grains of gold. You can join with 8 grains of gold. Between coming from about $4, $8. Yeah, sorry about that. We are talking about the amount that you can actually join with. Okay? We call it 248. Go to the grain calculator and see how many grain is how much dollar is 8 grains of gold. How much dollar is 4 grains of gold? How much dollar is 2 grains of gold? So you stand at as you start at your level. And the another good thing is that even the merchants coming, they can sign up for free. And TBC still recognize you for doing that. So don't go about saying what you don't know about TBC. If you don't have the needed patience to let TBC, stay. and stop badmiting it, because there are those who are working tirelessly to make sure that it stands. By the time it stands, it's going to benefit even those who feel that they cannot be able to do it. But for the fact that they know that it's going to become something, definitely it will work. And that is why people need to be told, people need to see that what is coming up in TBC community is something that so many are yet to understand. And if you don't know, try to ask questions. Okay? It is only when you ask questions before some certain things that you don't know will be explained to you. Kringle coins are currently in the hands of millions of people worldwide, and we have an aggressive distribution plan to enroll 1 billion members into our private community by this year. So work along and let us jointly move this very community. Okay? TBC is not the only means of exchange that people will be having. That is why we are making use of Bitcoin and other digital currencies, Ethereum and Litecoin. Okay? We are using this to build up the community, because TBC is coming out to be one of the strongest means of exchange that all those who are wise enough to actually embrace it now will be smiling. And in fact, they're already smiling. So I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate those who have what it takes to stay put in TBC and who are doing it, even though some certain things are not yet clear to them. But anything done without faith is sin. If you have to wait and see a clarity before you do whatever you are doing in this life, you will still have a long, long, long way to go. So take your time, try to understand and walk through and see the beauty in TBC. I remain your friend, and I continue to let people see why we in TBC, we continue to do what we love doing. That's again.
The billion coin, the billion coin. TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coin, the billion coin, the billion coin, the billion coin. TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coin, the billion coin. I'm on a TBC fight. It's a peaceful fight for revolution. Money for the people. TBC, power to the people. TBC is my birthright. TBC, more than gold. Get your cookies, bring your Kringles. We in millions, we had a billion. Get your cookies, bring your Kringles. We in millions, we had a billion. TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, billion coins. TBC.
Good and good and good and good. So actually, if you want to understand the plans to move TBC forward as it is, look at it here. The plan to move TBC forward. And we see everything you need to know about TBC here. So come to the TBC 009 wallet and download this, okay? And see the programs and see what you need to be. See it here and understand what you are doing and see how strong TBC has been made to be, okay? So take your time to read and understand what is happening, okay? Many people will regret not following up with TBC. But may I tell you that all those who stayed put, they will see why, remaining strong in the community will be one of the best decisions they've ever taken, and especially one of the best decisions they took in this year, 2020. Before I round it off, let's just quickly shake off a little bit again.
TBC, TBC, TBC. Billion coin, the billion coin, the billion coin, the billion coin. TBC, 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 TBC. ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from TBC TV. Headline: TBC mission. TBC anthem, TBC anthem. What? TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, TBC, TBC. What? The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion. TBC, 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 TBC. Welcome to the TBC community, designed to free humanity of poverty. It's a clarion call, rise and fall. It's for the poor and not the poor. Come and spend my digital money. Get your cookies, read your Kringles. We're millions, we had a billion. Get your cookies, read your Kringles. We're a million, we had a billion. TBC, 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 TBC. Billion.
If you take time, you will understand and even hear what the sound you are hearing from here is saying. Okay? Let me just quickly read this for you. Kringle is a sharing society that has established and will continue to build a private contract association in which men, women, and children of their own free will and volitional act choose to enter into a private contract relationship with our free association membership. This association is based on principle of mutual benefit and interactive sharing of knowledge, ideas, and creativity through the use of a private medium of exchange known as the billion coin, henceforth TBC, and its smaller increment coin known as Kringle. Ongoing support through education and creation of a private association media platform. We support this system. Ongoing support through education and the creation of a private social media platform. We support this system. So those who know what they are doing in TBC will not be surprised seeing everything happening. See here, our mission is to serve one another with love and respect, and to use TBC and Kringle to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery. It is our intention that the veils of ignorance fall from each that we touch. The veil from ignorance fall from each that we touch. We intend that all of our members will embrace and have a life full of abundance and prosperity as they accept our offer of membership within the Kringle Society and private contract association. Within the private environs of our society, our members can enjoy all the benefits of using a complete private medium of exchange that respects the privacy of all who use it. It is within our power to bring in purveyor of goods and services of all kinds from every location of the earth that accept TBC and Kringle for equal value exchange for their goods and services. We intend that TBC and Kringle shall one day reach their full potential when our community grows to 1 billion verified members. When this occurs, it will unlock the ultimate value of TBC. You hear me when I say that we are building something from ground up. Look at this. When this occurs, it will unlock the value of TBC. This ultimate value will reflect the value of 1 billion members of our private contract association, and in so doing, we shall realize our vision and goal that the measure of a real value in this world shall be the true worth of every living being, men, women, and children who are true creative potential of humanity in individual embodiment. We hold this as a true mandate and self-evident truth. It is an endowment from our Creator. However, any individual choose to define or describe such as a creative source. That endowed mandate is that we shall all live freely in creative collaboration with each other and with this beautiful planet we dwell upon. This shall also include living in harmony with larger universal community of life through the cosmos. So please take time. Our mission is good. Our mission is great. It is up to each and every one of us to fulfill it with the realization of this gift of life. So take your time to read all this and find out what you don't know yet about TBC community. Okay? Try to come here and read. And read. When you read, you will understand. And when you understand, you'll be able to know what you are doing. So we are encouraging you. Please don't fall for naysayers. TBC is not one of those cheap programs out there. TBC is strongly built. TBC has a mission. Okay? Don't go comparing it with what you see happening out there all over. So please and please and please let us one and all continue to do our best in TBC community as we collectively work to see this, to see the light of the day, which is already happening. So we have reason to dance.
The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, 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 TBC. The billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins, the billion coins. TBC, 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 TBC.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your listening, your watching, and learning some vital lessons here. Please don't go promoting TBC as any means of quick gratification syndrome. TBC is not a quick way of making money. TBC is something that is built for us and need our full support to make it work. Okay? I love you all. Please like and subscribe and also share this video and help others who don't know yet to understand what TBC is all about. I'll put my link on the description side of this very video so that those who are yet to join TBC will actually join and get us into doing the right thing, because very soon we are getting to our zenith. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant day. This is your friend, AK Optimist, one of the many voices talking about TBC. Goodbye.